My name is Veronica Bellino, and there you have it.
Yeah, it was basically me and Carmine. You know, I called up Carmine one day, and he said, yeah, you know, I've got this idea for, you know, combining drums and, you know, and all sorts of found percussion is what you call it, stuff on the street. And I said, yeah, it sounds a little bit like Stomp. He said, no, he wanted to make it more rock. And I said, well, that sounds like a cool idea. We could add some melody lines, you know, and really focus on drum set stuff, which obviously that's, you know, Carmine's thing. I've hung out with him, but never been at his house. And I go over there, and we just started playing on buckets, you know, just like street buckets. You see kids in Chicago. I told him I had done it, you know, in New Orleans a few times, been out on the street and did some jams with guys on buckets. You know, paint cans, little ones that a lot of construction people use, or painters, or, you know, plumbers, where you see them all over the place. So we grabbed a couple of those, started banging out rhythms on that. And then Carmine starts throwing together, his recording, like a mic here and, his little digital recorder, and I had my MP3 recorder. So we recorded a bunch of these little dual bucket jams. And then, I took them back to my place and I brought them into Pro Tools. And I was listening to them. I said, oh, this sounds fucking cool, actually. So we beefed it up a little bit. We started looping a bunch of them, and they all started sounding really cool and having kind of their own characters. So we isolated a few of them. We'll keep this one, and this could be a song, and that could be a song. So we started with these loops of bucket jams that we had done. And then we just kept getting together, every few days whenever we could, adding drum set, adding other percussion, whatever we could find. At one point, I went out in my back of my condo in LA, and there was an old drain pipe, because the building's like from the 60s. And they had just tossed it on the ground. They had put in new gutters and stuff. So I grabbed this thing, I bring it in. It's like 6 feet tall. It just sounds like a monster. So we're adding the drain pipe to these bucket rhythms that we'd also put drum set on. And that's kind of how the sound evolved. One day Carmine coming up, he goes, this is the sound, man. Drain pipe, drum set, and bucket. I said, all right, and it was kind of evolving into something. Then we started getting into melody lines. We started feeling like we wanted some kind of, musical song format rather than just a whole bunch of drum jamming. So we got these little melody lines, just old, simple, cool, heavy kind of things that were just melodic little melody lines. And we just added them to the pieces and turned into songs. So Carmine calls them SLAMM songs. So that's how it started evolving.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands and feet together for the one and only SLAMM!
I was one of the first people to audition for this project, SLAMM, and it was in New York, in the city. And actually, prior to auditioning, I had been in contact. I found it online. They were looking for drummers who bang on shit, who also play on drum sets. So I thought that was good. You okay? All right. And then I talked to Mike. Let's bring him back in again. Mike, who is AKA Brown Lung Man, who called me up and told me about the project Carmine was working on. And then 10 minutes later, he called me and set up a meeting with me. Actually, before I had auditioned, I went out to dinner with him and told me about what he wanted to do. My background, obviously, I just play on shit. That's me. Yeah.
Of the shows we're doing, man. We'd like to thank all you people for coming. We had 7 shows that were filled up with people, which is pretty amazing. And you guys rocked us, man. You made us play better. This is a new thing called SLAMM, and we're going to do this for the next few years, and hopefully come see us again. Maybe in Vegas, maybe in Atlantic City, maybe at a college, maybe at the Garden. You never know. So I toast all you people coming down here. Thank you very much. Cheers.
out of the blue. I was at a club one night actually, and somebody who auditioned for this project recognized me from another band that I used to play with a couple years ago. And he said, hey, are you a drummer, blah, blah, blah. We were chit-chatting, and he goes, do you know Carmine Appice? And I said, yeah, I know who he is. And he goes, well, you know, he's looking for a female drummer for this like project he's doing. It's all percussion, it's called SLAMM. And I was like, really, that sounds cool, you know? And he put me in touch with Mike, who's AKA Brown Lung. And he says, you know, Veronica, we kind of found this other guy. We couldn't find a girl who was good enough, so it's kind of late. But, you know, send in a video anyway. And I was like, okay, no problem. Didn't think anything of it. So I sent in a video, some photos, and like the next day, I got a call from Carmine. And he says, hey girl, you kick fucking ass. He goes, I want you to play with us. And I said, awesome. And that night, Jim Morrison came to me in a dream. And he said,
Veronica, ride the snake
and that's what I did.
to the lake.
And there you have it.
think back to the day I first heard about SLAMM. I woke up, I played a gig the night before. My wonderful girlfriend, God bless her, burst through the bedroom and said, "Maddie, I was looking on Craigslist and you know, there's an ad for an audition. Carmine Appice is doing a drum show." And at first I thought she was gonna yell at me for the tranny porn, but it worked out, and I sent in a video, and then I got a call from Mike, who's, I guess, a hero in the radio industry, kind of.
Calls him brown nose.
Brown nose, brown lung, brown something, anyway. This motherfucker calls me and he says, "Hey Matt, yo, we're doing this, and then I set up an audition time in New York, and then I went in and met Carmine, and it just happened so great, you know? Some things just happen in life. I'm serious.
This is where all great gigs come from. Craigslist.
Craigslist is is like the modern device that's just bringing everybody together. Handed to Craigslist. And that's my story. I hope you liked it.
Well, thank you very much. Z-Man on drums. Veronica on drums, Soda Tank, and Gun. Marcus Hugo on drums and everything else. Man, yellows! We got SLAMM. Thanks for coming. We had 7 great shows here. You guys fucking rock. We love you, man. Come over to merchandise. Here's a pair of sticks who wants one of those. Who wants one of those? Thank you, all. God bless you. Thanks for coming, man.
Hi, I'm Leslie Gold, the Radiochick, and there you have it.